The basketball addicts are back at it, breaking down the game of the one. LeBron James, Neo in the Matrix. He balled out during the NBA Finals, but my question, Dwight Drummond, even though he balled out, will being swept in the Finals negatively impact his legacy in your eyes?
In my eyes, no, but the haters will say Jordan never got swept.
Yeah, he
Right.
went 6 for 6 in the Finals.
Right? He's playing a superior team, he said it himself, but it will affect his legacy in the eyes of a lot of people because you can't be the greatest player on the planet and get swept in the NBA Finals. You just can't.
He finished with 32, 12, and 10 for the Finals while shooting
triple-double.
above 50%.
Hey, it's not over, okay?
Okay.
You said
Well, yeah,
the
there's
finals.
one game left. His numbers can either go way up or way down.
There's two separate discussions here.
Okay, let's hear
His
it.
legacy and the comparison to Mike.
Yes.
Okay? To me, the comparison to Jordan has always been overblown. It's just not there. Jordan is the greatest basketball player of all time.
See, that's
But
why I
I
like
never
you.
compared him to
That's why I
Mike,
like
by the
you.
way. I don't know.
But
I don't know where that question came from, because I didn't compare him to Mike.
LeBron's legacy is untarnished by this. He is one of the, at worst, 5 greatest players we've ever seen, probably higher. And the guy's been to the Finals 8 times. Will have 3 victories. Maybe they win again next year. His
But
legacy.
he's trying to be number one. He's
Well,
trying to be.
That's not happening.
Okay.
Detractors will say 5 final losses, and not many people have done that.
How many times did Will
But
Chamberlain
getting
lose
to the
in finals?
finals
I
is
mean,
better than losing in the conference finals.
Yes.
The first round, not making the playoffs. So I think his legacy
finals
is okay.
7 years in a row. That is it's ridiculous.
But every greatest player's legacy will be compared to Michael Jordan.
Right.
Right?
But
If you want to be the
yep.
best ever,
Right.
that's the whole goal, right?
Can the argument not be made he's lost more Finals than he's won?
You can
5 to 3?
You can make that argument.
But it's not a valid argument to you.
About what? That he's not
Because it's a
good?
different era, right? Like it's
Oh,
that's the
Kevin
problem.
Durant plays for the Warriors. It's definitely a different era. Trust me on that one. All right, okay. Let me reset.
Yeah.
The Warriors have won 15 straight
Yeah.
Yeah.
postseason games. Longest streak in the NBA, the NHL, or the MLB, if anyone still watches that stuff. Are they
Last 2 probably.
the greatest team of all time? Are they that? Is that who they are?
I started saying this earlier in the week.
Yeah, but I don't listen to anything you say.
Well, there you go. You should start listening. If they
I thought you were a Lakers fan. I
If
don't
they
know.
go 16-0 in the playoffs,
Yeah.
incomprehensible. You're playing the best
No, it's
competition
comprehensible when Kevin
the
Durant's
world
in it.
has to offer, and they can't even beat you once. If you go 16-0, win the title, beat LeBron to do it, that's the best team
Is
ever.
the best
I have
team
to-
ever is just for one season? Are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, for like a season.
Yes,
Okay, so-
the 2017 Warriors.
Right. Okay.
Against the 95-96 Bulls. Against the
So the Bulls
I don't know.
won
You're
72
the old.
games.
You're the guy. You're the old guy. Give us some more teams from history. The 64. I don't know. Apaches.
I think if you go undefeated in the playoffs, you have to be the greatest team ever.
But I mean, they did take out Kawhi and injure him on purpose, so they ended up playing. Tony Parker
They're
wasn't
playing LeBron James and the Cavs that were playing the best basketball that they've
Defending
ever played.
champions.
Defending champions.
Okay, so are we? So
Although they were up down 3.
so is there a consent? Is it yes then? Are they the
I'd say
greatest
yes.
Yeah, I
single
would-
If you
season
go
team?
I would
undefeated
think so.
throughout the playoffs, then you've earned that.
Yeah, for sure. At
So
least until
it has
the
to
next
be.
best thing that
You
happens.
see, he keeps dropping the Durant thing there. He wants to talk super team, right? He doesn't want.
what
He keeps
year?
kind of sneaking it in.
What,
there.
what year was that Miami Dolphins team again? Human Encyclopedia.
70,
72.
73, 72. Yeah.
We have no clue.
No, Lacey.
Yeah, we're older.
Okay, guys,
wiser.
question.
They were only 14-0. They didn't go 6. They only played
Right.
14 games.
Okay, here's the question. Does the NBA have a better NBA final in store for us in the future, or is this as good as it's going to get for us as basketball fans?
I think there's some complacency when you win. It's hard to repeat. I know the Warriors have been there 3 times in a row.
So we're hoping
I
the
don't-
Warriors get bored?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think that's what we're hoping for. I know it's not a nice thing to hope for, but like Steph Curry's still got, he's in the prime.
Lots.
Kevin
Yeah.
Durant's in his prime.
Yep.
Draymond Green probably hasn't even come close to his prime yet. It's sad and scary, but you're just hoping for an
But
off year.
I think GMs are now going to build teams to beat this team, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about Paul George. Maybe
Is it
going to
possible?
the Cavs.
You really think a GM can build a team that can
I
compete
think
with
if
this
Paul
team?
George goes to
The
the
Warriors
Cavs,
will
we'll get more of a series next year if these 2 teams meet again in the finals.
Okay, let me throw something out. Oh,
Well, I'm just going to say we've had a lot of great NBA finals. I mean, last year was incredible.
Great,
The year
yeah.
before was incredible. The San Antonio-Miami rounds were amazing. Right now, we're in a period where there's one team that is so brilliant and so dominant, If LeBron can't beat them, I don't know who can.
And it's
That's
funny,
just what it
funny
is.
how I know you got to. Funny how different this conversation would be if they didn't blow a 6-7 point lead in the last 3 minutes of the game. Right? It could be a completely different conversation we're having. That's why basketball's such a
They
weird,
blew the
fickle
lead,
sport.
but Golden State stole that game.
Sure.
They turned it on. They did what they had been doing throughout the series, which are those patented 11-0 runs
Sure.
that you don't even know what hit you when you're.
And
the
I think
opponent.
they had more energy at the end of the game because they played team
Yeah.
basketball.
Yeah.
They weren't like dribbling like Kyrie's out there. And after you do that a few times, by the end of the game, you got nothing left.
LeBron took
started
that
like 11 to
fadeaway,
14.
poor decision. In
Okay,
that moment.
quickly. Well, not quickly.
right.
I just developed a weird habit of saying that a lot during the show now. I don't know why. Wayne's always on my back. He's in my ear all the time. But I want to ask this. You know, Boston Celtics made moves, made trades, super team. You know, the big three, the banana boat guys, they got together. They made a super team. Do we consider the Warriors a super team in how they've been built?
Yes.
Yes.
But they did it through the draft
So the-
primarily.
So is it the same thing, though? I mean, you know, most of their parts, except for Kevin Durant, were kind of
Shaq and
organically brought in.
Sure, but Shaq and Kobe's Lakers were a super team. The Celtics in the 80s were a super team. But Magic's Lakers were a super team. Like, I mean, Kareem and James Williams.
I thought we were going under the
creative.
current day definition of
You
super team, which is
respect
like
this, because
an
Klay
assembly of
Thompson-
guys that got together.
Klay Thompson was what, 11th pick? Draymond Green like 35 or something?
Draymond Green,
So
35,
they
Klay
put
11,
together a
Steph
great-
7 or 8 or whatever
Right?
it was. Like, this is a team that was built through the draft, so you really can't hate on them that much.
No.
Because what they just did was develop a great winning team before Kevin Durant, and then somebody was like, yo, I want to play for that team. That's cool. You can't.
This guy
really
Barnes
fault him.
missing. We need to
You can't
upgrade.
fault
And
him?
they upgrade. No.
You're telling me I can't fault him? I can fault him. I've been faulting him. I spent the whole season faulting him on this show.
Sure, but
How'd that work
Why?
out for you?
why we fault- I mean-
The checks never bounced. It seems to be working out
He
just
didn't hold a
fine.
made for television
Rasheed
special
Wallace,
and
cut the
announce
check.
that he's going to Golden State. He didn't say I'm going to win 4, 5, 6.
when we lose in Mega
championships."
City, you're like, we
No.
need more people.
That's because our GM, Jeff Landicho, has done a very poor job of structuring our roster, although I will say
Oh,
this.
shots
Our
fired.
backcourt is nice. Dan, you get first question next segment. Don't worry. Still more to come here on Canada's Home for talking trash about Kevin Durant.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Not
man.
on the
This is
side of
last
the
year's
Capitol.
finals. Big shot from Kyrie, but I don't think this is going to repeat, so enjoy this moment. LeBron's probably going to cry again. It just won't be as joyous. Hey, out!